Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate taking time out of y'all's busy schedule, stop in and see what it is I'm up to. Ah, it is Sunday, May 10th, 2020, and we are starting our 9th week of isolate in place, safer at home, new normal, I guess. I don't know. Due to COVID-19, the coronavirus, Chinese flu, whatever. Currently here in Jacksonville, Florida, it is 73 degrees Fahrenheit with humidity of, this says 60%. It's actually been sprinkling off and on. Inside right now it's at 66 degrees Fahrenheit, and that would be 23 degrees Celsius outside and 19 here in the mobile home. But so, what all is going on? A whole lot of everything, I think. I don't know. I didn't really think a whole lot about what I was going to say. Nothing unusual there. I got to see my 3 kids yesterday. 3 of my kids. And a bunch of the grand brats as well. Because my oldest daughter moved into her new house. So I ended up driving the big truck, 24 foot, 28 foot, whatever the heck it is. A big U-Haul. Across the Dames Point Bridge, which if you've been with me any amount of time, you've been across that a few times in the brat buggy. Excuse me. It's a whole different perspective in the big truck. And I forgot to take my camera mounts, and man, I don't know what it is about U-Haul, but that steering wheel, it didn't even feel like it was connected to the front wheels. Half the time anyway. It was shaking and bouncing. You hit the brakes and it tried to pull it to the right. It was an experience, but I had to make the trip twice. But we got everything out of the old place. 99.8% anyway. Got them set up over at the new house. So I'll be over there off and on anyway. We'll see how things go. Once this virus thing lifts and the kids are back into school and whatnot, whether I'm going to be watching them over there or watching them here is still in question. At least after school. So yeah, there's that. They are lifting parts and pieces of the quarantine shutdown type thing. We're allowed on the beaches now 24 hours a day. So I am going down to check to see if they've opened the parking. I need to get down there. Because that's the one thing that's really holding me back. They opened restaurants and stuff like that beginning of last week, but they had to be at 25% capacity. And a lot of people were like, no, not yet. You go. We'll see how it works for y'all. And if the numbers don't start increasing again, maybe we'll go back out and start hitting up restaurants and other type stores. So that's good, I think. People are still leery. I'm not, but they're also doing, I believe as of tomorrow, here locally. I can't speak for any place else other than what's going on here. Tomorrow, places like barbershops and beauty salons and some other types of businesses will be allowed to open again at reduced capacities, and following all the PPE stuff, masks and gloves and all of that. So here in Jacksonville, we've been dealing with this stuff, but it hasn't been like it has been in a lot of other places, like South Florida. They've been hit really hard. Up here, we've had, I don't know, like under 200 deaths, I think, in the going on 9 weeks or so, 10 weeks of what we've been dealing with this stuff, that they can relate back to the COVID. And some of that, some of it I think they edge on, but our numbers are really low on testing. So is that because of the heat down here? Is it because of all the sunlight? Is it because so many people are practicing the social distancing, the COVID door dance, as I call it? Actually, it's not just the door. It happens inside the stores and every place else. So you come around a corner and somebody will be there, like you kind of meet each other's eye, and you kind of do that shuffle back and forth, and who's going what way, and give each other the most room as possible. But our numbers are really low, so they can start opening things up. I was talking to my mom. She's up there in South Jersey, Southern New Jersey, Middle New Jersey, right outside of Philadelphia. And my one brother is down in South Jersey, a little further south. But things up there are still pretty bad. I mean, there's still a lot of people getting sick. There's still a lot of deaths going on. And the numbers are high, really high. So they won't be opening. Beauty salons and places like that aren't legally allowed to cut people's hair. And excuse me, I don't know. I don't see why people can't just, if you're a beautician, do house calls or something. I don't know. People are all freaking out about their roots and the hair getting too long. Pay a little bit more, have the people come in, wear their masks and gloves and whatnot, and cut your hair at home. So is it optimum? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not the CDC. It seems to make sense to me. If neither one of y'all are sick at the moment and don't know anybody that's sick, haven't had any contact with anybody, then I don't see the harm in it. And people seem to be pretty good about saying, "Oh, I was in contact with so and so, and I'm doing a 14-day self isolation." So and see if they test. So as long as people continue doing that, if you're the hairstylist or the barber or whatever, and you practice that, you get yourself tested regularly. And I know the test isn't 100% because you could be tested today and come into contact with somebody 2 hours later, and so your test is negative, but if you got tested 3 days later, it would be positive. We're not promised tomorrow, people. We're not promised that. Okay, COVID is kind of is bad. It's pretty deadly. It's contagious and all that, but so is the regular flu. So is heart attack. So is cancer. I mean, those things aren't contagious, but it still happens. You can be walking to your car and a piece falls off of an airplane and hits you in the head. Excuse me. We're, God forbid, down here in Florida, not long ago, there was a bad wreck on Interstate 4 between Daytona and Orlando when a bird dropped a turtle on. I guess they were trying to drop it on the road. Maybe they dropped it on accident, but they dropped a large hardback turtle onto a car and it went through the windshield and seriously injured the people. So you never know. There was uh, 3 fatalities, 2 fatalities last week on the highways around here in Northeast Florida. So, yeah, this COVID thing is bad, but it's not the only thing you have to look out for. And you have to live your life. I mean, God forbid your hair gets a little too long, right? I was actually talking with a friend of mine the other day, and they let their girlfriend cut their hair, and I'm thinking, well, I don't know, I kind of need these sideburns cut because my sideburns are. It's been a while. It's difficult for me to trim them up myself. So, anyway, um, what else we got? I don't know. Things are coming along here. Like I said, it's kind of drizzly out today. Plants are sort of coming along. I'll show them later on in the week. There's not been a whole lot of change in them, I don't think. But I brushed on the daughter's moving. I brushed up on the current situation going on here. I'm feeling good. I've had that question a couple times. How am I doing? And actually, I was answering a question. One of the guys that my son-in-law has working for him was over building a new set of front steps on the new place, and he was talking, and we were talking about how people are reacting to being shut in and all that. So I've always been kind of a loner. I like being an introvert. I enjoy being by myself. I've had a lot of jobs where that was a plus when you're doing long distance driving and stuff like that, or just being in a small space all day long. So it doesn't really affect me all that much, I don't think. I mean, yeah, I enjoy getting out. I enjoy getting to see the kids and the grandbrats occasionally. We've been practicing it in moderation. The one little guy said something about it to me yesterday. KJ, he's a single child, and he doesn't get to see many people other than mom and dad. So he really misses our Monday evenings. So we're going to try to get that going tomorrow night again. Things are relaxing up a bit. And like I said, we haven't really had a whole lot of problem. And I know I haven't been in contact with anybody other than family, in the past 2 weeks or so. Although I, do get into the store, but you practice social distancing. You're 6 feet apart. We're better as long as you can. Everybody's wearing masks. Everybody's got, handy wipes or something, and so as long as everything seems okay that way. I mean, I'm the one at the biggest risk with my COPD and my heart and all the other stuff. So I'm not. I don't think I'm going to give it to them. In other words, and the younger ones are fairly adept at avoiding this, it seems. So, but yeah, in the overall, in the long run, whatever, I'm doing pretty good with it. I think doesn't seem to be bothering me. So, other than the fact, like sometimes I get really slack and I got a pile full of dishes going again. But it's mostly like yesterday morning's breakfast dishes, and then last night I got home after doing all that moving. We had pizza yesterday. Oh man, pizza coming out our ears basically. My daughter ordered 10 pizzas, I think, from, I think it was Domino's. I don't know. I don't remember. And then their realtor sent two pizza things. I don't know what the heck it is. They're big long boxes. There were two little square pizzas, and then there was like a couple of little tins of chicken wings and other odds and ends. So yeah, we had plenty of pizza. But got home last night and I was like, I need something else to eat. So it wasn't anything special. I mean, I just made up a grilled bologna and cheese sandwich, and but still made a little bit of a mess. And I need to get over there and clean that up. And then, of course, coffee this morning, and made a sandwich a little while ago. But anyway, there's a question I could ask. I guess you can give me a comment down below. Everybody was doing Western style sandwiches. My dad really likes Westerns, so I made one up this morning my way, using the microwave and whatever. But it's it's peppers and onions and eggs and Spam, and so if anybody wants to see that, and maybe not do the microwave version, I'll do an actual cooking version. But let me know in the description. Another easy one that I showed a picture of several days ago, so it was just a picture on the community type thing. I don't know exactly how to find that, but for y'all to find it that I had posted. But it was cheesesteak makings, the shaved steak, peppers and onions, and macaroni and cheese. I had a couple of comments on that, and I made that up really easily. I mean, it was basically the meat mixture was leftovers from the cheesesteak I'd made up the night before, and then the macaroni and cheese was just the quick and easy microwave cup version. But I always augment that with extra cheese and whatever. So, but I can do that. I was actually thinking about doing. I only made up a small portion of it, like one bowl, and I love that type of stuff when it's cold. So let me know in the description box if you'd like me to do a video on making that casserole, and I'll put that in the lineup here coming up. And so, oh, excuse me. Yeah, I don't know. I guess there's not a whole lot else going on. Coming up on 20 minutes, so me just sitting here waffling and babbling. And shout out to all you mothers out there on Mother's Day. I get called a mother all the time, and yet I don't get any gifts for it. So some of y'all out there, some of my friends over down under, I don't know, probably past Mother's Day for y'all now, but I know you had your wee ones with you. So I hope you all had a great day. But any of y'all out here in the in the U.S. or wherever you are, so I hope you all had a great Mother's Day. If that's what y'all do, I don't even know. I don't know. Is Mother's Day just a U.S. type thing, or I've never thought about it. I called my mother the other day and gave her an early Mother's Day call. But I used to tease the old miss that I wasn't buying her anything because she wasn't my mother. She was my wife. She was the mother of my children. Let the kids buy you something. It's one holiday. I don't have to. I usually did, but So, yep, I guess that's about it. Thinking on Mother's Day. Gives me a little bit melancholy. Think about the Ole Miss and think about my sister missing out. And I think we're coming up on 4 years of my sister's passing. And that still messes with me big time. But enough of that. Let me know what you think, folks. Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fandoculous. If you want to check me out on Facebook or Instagram, I'll have links in the description box wherever it is on your device of choice. I'll also put links to similar videos, and you'll find my email and my snail mail and all that good stuff. And yeah, if your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. Especially in these times of turmoil. You never know, people. You really don't. We're not promised tomorrow. We're not promised our next breath. So I see y'all again. I hope you have a fandoculous day. Sláinte, y'all. Bye-bye.